Alright, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. So today we will be presenting about our customer feedback management system from Borneo High Speed Rail. So this is our landing page, which we have a brief description of our vision in Borneo High Speed Rail. So if I click this launch feedback portal, it will redirect us into the login page. Now we don't have a sign up page because this customer feedback management system is an extension of the previous semester project, which is Borneo High Speed Rail actual main website. So this is an extension of the main website. So obviously we already have the database of our customers, so they only need to log in. So from here we can log in from say Mars. A customer, and then you select the role. For this, we will show the customer first. Click submit, and then it will say login successful. Alright. So for the next one is here will be directed to the customer landing page, which is the dashboard. So in the dashboard, you can see the feedback that you have already given before. So here it's showing the ID of the feedback, the category, which is in the pricing category. The type is complaint. The feedback that has been made by the user is this. The urgency level is medium and the status is pending. And you also have the ability to delete your feedback that you have made. So this is the dashboard. And for the next one, we can go to submit feedback. In the submit feedback, this is where the user will submit their feedback. So first, what you need to do is you need to pick your category first. So let's, for example, let's say I pick service, and then let's say I have a complaint about the service, which is the train is slow, for example. And then the type is a complaint, it's not an inquiry that I made. I made a complaint, and then the urgency here, let's say it's quite a high urgency. So press submit, and then feedback submitted successfully, as you can see at the top right corner. And then if you go back to dashboard, you can see the feedback that we have just given just now with the feedback ID, the unique feedback ID, the category we have chosen, the type, feedback, urgency, and status. So if you ask about the status, automatically after giving the feedback, the status will be pending because it has not yet been responded by the customer support. Alright, so you can also read the response that we have given. So as you can see here, both of the feedback that we have submitted has not yet received a response from customer feedback. It only exists here, but there's no response for the customer feedback yet. So that's for the read response. And for the contact us, this is basically just to display the Instagram that we have. If you click this, we will go to the Instagram, but we will not do that in this video. Same goes to the WhatsApp, and then there's also a hotline to call us. And then proceeding about the about us. So in this page is basically just telling the history of the Borneo High Speed Rail, our vision and mission, and a brief explanation about our company. So that's all for the customer section of this video. So we can log out here if you press this. Okay, and then we can go to admin. And then we can choose the admin and then click submit, login successful. So from here, the administrator is the job that they do is they can monitor the customer in our company, especially in this website. So as you can see here, it goes straight into the employee details tab. So if you can see here, this is all the name of the staff that we have that is currently monitoring this system. So we have, for example, all of these staff with their names, their unique ID, their role. So for example, this top two staff is an admin and the others are from customer support, their email, their phone, and also the location. So this is just basic display of the staff. So we can go to the report and analytics. Okay, so for the report and analytics, we have two sections here. The first one is feedback handle and the second one is top most common issues. So we go first to the feedback handle. In this feedback handle, as you can see here, there's Abdullah Takif, Adib Akil, and Inas Ifan. This is the top three staff that has responded to feedback made by a customer. And you can also see here the amount of response they have made. Each have made one response. So let's say Abdullah Takif made another response to a customer. This count will increase to 2. So from here, you can monitor which staff has responded to the most customer and which staff responded to the least customer. This is where you see this in feedback handler. So for the second one is top most common issue. So we have a pie chart here. This pie chart is showing the most common issue that is currently facing in our company. So for example, this big one is orange, which is in the service category, which has 3 feedbacks or 3 complaints from the customer. And we also have a legend down here showing which color is which. So this pie chart is basically showing the most common issues in which category that have the most problems. So by having these two, the admin can see which stuff is performing the best or which stuff is performing the worst. And then also by having this pie chart, the admin can also see which problem in which category that is the most problematic and the least problematic. So that's the function of the admin and also the the tools that the admin can use in this website. So we can log out and we can go for the last one, which is customer support. Right, for customer support, let's go to search and filter first. For customer support, the search and filter function is basically is a tool that the customer support can use to search for a particular feedback from customers. So for example, we include the tools that from, let's say they can use the category, the date and the order. So let's try from the category service. Date, you can choose, but it's not necessary. And then let's say just the newest. If we pick filter, then it will only display the categories from the service. So for example, we pay cleanliness. There's no feedback made from the cleanliness category. So that's the function of the search and filter. For example, we try pricing, then it will show the feedbacks coming from the pricing category. And so that's the purpose of search and filter. So in here, it will show a bunch of lists of feedbacks, and it will also have a box to type in the response for the customer. So for example, um, let's say sorry, for example, and then you can select the status, which we have 3, which is responded, in progress, or resolved. In this case, we would select responded because we don't really have a solution yet for the customer. If for example we provide a solution already for the customer, we can pick in progress maybe, or resolve. So in this case we can put responded and then use click respond. After you click respond, that particular feedback will be gone from this interface because it counts as the feedback has been responded. So this place is only will only display the feedback that has not been responded yet. So that's for search and filter. Then the last one, we can go to the feedback dashboard. So feedback dashboard, the first one in the top one is incoming feedback. So what does this incoming feedback feature do is basically showing the most latest feedback that comes from a customer. So it will include the submitted date, the description that the customer made, the priority level, the category, and the type as well. So this is basically just to show the latest feedback coming from the customer. And then below here we have 5 button, which is showcasing the 5 category we have, which is cleanliness, facilities, pricing, safety, and services. So for example, if you click, then it will only display the feedback made from the service category. So we have 3 here in the service, we have 1 in pricing, facilities, cleanliness, and safety. So that's all for the feedback dashboard. And so I think that's all for our recording here. So let's say we log out again. And then I think that's all that we need to show. Oh, and then for the last one, we can show respond. So because just now we have made a respond, right? So we want to go into the customer section just now. Okay. So we can read response. So as you can see here, there's already a response from the customer support that we made just now. which is saying sorry. So that's how our system works, and I think that's the end of our system. This is the Borneo High Speed Rail customer feedback management system. Thank you for watching.